Okay, so welcome to Anime. This is a pod that we are all planning to start just to get together and talk about anime, share our ideas, and argue, of course, because we all don't share the same ideas. So, the topic of today is JJK considered a new top Gen 3 anime? And the criteria for the Gen 3 is that one, we are based on preference. We are all going to base on our own preference because some people here don't like JJK as much as some do. Then we are going to base on popularity and longevity. So let's just set the ball rolling and get our ideas. But before that, we would like to know all of us here are top new Gen 3, right? So let's start with that. That we are the first person on the list here. So can you tell us your top new Gen 3?
Okay, my top 3 Gen 3, the new Gen anime. I have to pick Wearing number 1, JJK number 2, and I would have to pick Demon Slayer number 3.
Like, give us your top new Gen 3. I think we all know what Ike's number 1 is, but let's hear him speak.
Okay. So, sure. I'm going to start from my third. My third new gen anime is Solo Leveling. Yeah, Solo Leveling is my third new gen anime. Then Solo Leveling.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Second is Demon Slayer, and first is JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen, number 1.
Okay, nice. Clement, let's go. I think Clement has a different variety as we also in the group, so let's hear from Clement.
First and foremost, I'll put Fire Force for my number 1.
Nice. Variety, I like this.
Number 2 would be JJK, solid choreography and everything, Charlie. And
Nice.
Number 3 is it compulsory because I don't really have a number 3. Circle back and come back. Maybe I'll get some.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Oh, I'll go last, so you let's keep me. Make it better. What's your top new Gen 3? Because you know yours.
What's up, my niggas? Okay, so my third for this, the Gen 3 top anime. I'll put the one on the third position will be this one was the name cry. My Hero Academia. Yeah, that's my
nice. I've been waiting for someone to mention this. Nice. Let's go.
Yeah, and I think my second will be JJK. Actually, JJK has stolen my heart. I don't know how to explain it. I can't stop watching it. It's and also my first. Okay, the first I will put. I know people really don't like it, but me, I'm 100% fan of it, and that's Bungo Stray Dogs. Okay, for me,
nice. Preference.
Top for me. Yeah. And also, honorable mention Demon Slayer.
Nice. Demon Slayer, honorable mention. That's good. Okay, so let's come to me. I'm surprised that and I didn't mention Attack on Titan, but let's go. My number 1 will be MHA because I am a 100% MHA fan. I don't know if you guys know, but I love MHA. So MHA is number 1. Okay, fair. Then my number 2 would be my number 2 would be Demon Slayer. Then my number 3 would be Attack on Titan. So I'm the only person on this list without JJK. If it were top 5, JJK would be number 4. But my number 3 is AOT.
Why do you need to do top 5?
Because I wanted us to 5.
Of course. Like you were saying before that you are surprised I didn't mention Attack on Titan. It was part of my list.
Yeah.
When you made it top 3,
New Gen.
then
Then you
one
also
has to
said
come before another. And
Yeah.
he said new gen. So I
He
just
said new
decided
gens
to make it
and
like.
Attack on Titan
Why?
ended.
Isn't AOT a new
And,
gen?
and then
Isn't
and then we are also
it
going to ask you because the whole thing is based on the criteria you gave. Let's not forget.
But isn't Attack on Titan a new gen?
Okay, no, Attack on Titan is
Ended like
Gen
years
2
ago.
because it came like last 12 years. Sorry.
Because I
Really?
think Attack on Titan started the same time Mario Academia started out. So if
Yeah,
Attack on Titan is not
that's
a
the
new
case.
gen,
And Mario
then it makes
Academia is
sense to me.
really old.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
old.
It all
It's
came
very
out
old.
with this. First, let's cycle back to the original Big Three, right? The original Big Three, we all know them to be Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. They started in the
What?
late 90s. Yes,
Don't
that's the
act
original
like
Big
you
Three.
don't know.
Or am
That
I
is the
lying?
original Big
What?
Three. That is the original Big Three.
That's the original Big Three.
Oh,
What?
Wait. What did you expect to be on the
What
list?
did you expect was the Big Three?
come on. I don't care about the other two, but Dragon Ball has to be on it. What do you mean?
Dragon Ball.
Dragon. Oh.
Wait. Let me tell you why Dragon Ball is not part of the Big Three. Dragon Ball started way earlier before those three, right?
Okay.
Started way earlier before them. The Big Three were criteria for the Big Three was those that came out around the same time, and their mangas were selling, their movies were hits. The time they came, Dragon Ball was also selling and also was a hit, but Dragon Ball had already had its foundation before they came. So when we are giving the Big Three, we say Dragon Ball is like the father of them.
Oh, all right.
So you get it?
Okay. Solid.
Thank you. So let's circle back to you, Clement. You don't have a third one, so have you settled on a third one?
So I mentioned Fire Force.
Yeah,
This
JJK.
one, JJK. Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Okay, let's have Demon Slayer. Okay, so let's do this right. I'm going to pick the common ones, and we are all going to discuss why these ones are part of our list, right? So if you come to the most common one so far is JJK. That's the top one, most common one. I'm the only one who didn't add JJK to his list. Then we move on to Demon Slayer being the next. Then MHA had just two people. So we are going to start with JJK, the JJK guys. I would like to start with Ike. Ike, tell us why JJK is the number one on your list.
I have an issue though. Why? Since you said JJK is something that was popular between us, why are we starting with that? It's like you didn't have it in your list. So why would you tell us why it's not in your list?
Why JJK is not right? Okay,
Yeah.
we could do that. I think you all already know I'm not a full fan of JJK. I don't hate JJK. JJK is really good. Flashy animations rather. Yeah. Cool storyline and everything was on point. But I think some people might say I had an issue with the season 2. That's what some people would say. I don't have an issue with the season 2 though. Just that I feel like the difference between the season 1 and season 2 was that it was a drop. There was a drop between season 1 and 2. And if you come to my list, I have MHA over there, right? MHA would have not been on this list, but the last 3 to 4 seasons of MHA were just crazy. Like from the Vigilante arc, before the Vigilante arc, Miracles fights, the 3 movies of MHA. I hope you all have seen the 3 movies of MHA. All of them were epic. That's why MHA is on my list. Then we move on to Demon Slayer. One of the animes with the most flashiest animations ever. Let's take Tengen's and Gyutaro's fight. Flashy, epic. Rengoku and Akaza, epic. Akaza and Giryu, epic. Just look at even the movie. The sales it had. That's why I also have Demon Slayer on my list. And AOT, I think you all know why AOT is on my list. I think the reason why AOT is not on others' list is the reason why AOT is not on some people's list is they assume AOT is an old gen. But AOT I classify it to be a new gen. So yeah. AOT is and why AOT is not higher on that list is that I feel like AOT fell off after season 3. Not necessarily, but it fell off. Season 1, 2, 3 were peak and season 4, 5 were mid. Preference. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Preference. So now let's move on to why you Abonyo, you have Bungo Stray Dogs as your number one.
So should I speak?
Because it's very odd. Yeah, you can see.
You already
Okay.
speaking.
Eh?
Okay. Well,
Oh, I
for
know Bungo
me,
Stray Dogs. I haven't watched it, so I don't know why.
okay.
Oh, me,
Well,
what, man?
Bungo Stray Dogs is one of, I don't know, one of my favorites, and it's to always be my favorite because its storyline, it doesn't have a lot of flashy stuff, but their characters are well developed. Honestly, from character development to their fighting scenes and also their storyline, massive 10 out of 10. But I can't say I have a huge problem with it because everything is actually making sense, and also it's one of the anime you have to think before you can actually realize what is going on. And when you realize it, you will always be marveled, and also you always love the whole
So,
show. Yeah.
so you
So
understand what is going on. That means you can think. Okay. I
yeah,
didn't know
it's the
that.
type of it's the type of anime you can't predict the next move, or you can't say, oh, this is the villain, so basically villain and the hero they'll just fight and stuff, and boom, someone will win and stuff. But this one is, it can just divert itself. The storyline, everything, whatever you be thinking will be different because they just write the whole thing differently. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, this guy is the main character, but you realize that nah, the main character is dying. No, it's focusing on this. I just love how it's being written, and also you can't predict the next move. You just
Okay, so
always
you
hope.
love the unpredictability of the anime, right?
Yes, and also I really love the storyline and also the character development. The only thing
That's
I
a
can
nice
say I don't
preference.
really like, yeah, the only thing I can say I really don't like is their powers. Some of them, their powers are totally useless, but they are the main guys in the series. Okay, but the ones
Okay.
that you think, yeah, the ones that you think that, oh, they are not that much important, they are like the NPCs. Those powers are so unique, and also they are so fantastic, and you always be marveled when they use them and stuff. And also it's more like a detective series. Okay, so you don't have to, there's no Armageddon type of war or something like that. It's just groundswork. Yeah, even the small person can be the highest person, or maybe the highest person can be the, like, the no one is above the other. Okay, that's how they.
Okay. Make it. I think we get you. We get you. So I have one more question for you. Can you tell us why MHA is on your list? Because besides me, I haven't seen MHA anywhere else. So why is MHA on
Okay,
your list?
MHA. First of all, these are the first animes I started watching. Okay, and also I really like
Nice.
I also like how motivated it is. Sometimes how I do know that the main character is a crybaby, but if you watch it, you really get motivated. I don't know. I relate some of the stuff to my personal life, and it's
You are a
actually makes
crybaby.
sense.
Okay. Understood.
No. That one is not part. That one's not part. Uh-huh. Another thing is that I love how they started developing the stories, and also I love how the movies comes into the series. The seasons. Sometimes before season 1, season 2, there will be a major movie. After that, season 2 or 3 will follow. Then another major movie, and the movies are top tier. I mean, the animation, the story, everything is incredible. Yeah, just that at the end, my heart, it would have been my number one, but the ending killed me. Okay, people will
Fair
disagree,
point.
but to me, it was one of the stupidest thing they can ever do, just to make the main character powerless, quickless. What the fuck? It doesn't make sense.
Fair point.
It's
Make
almost like
it.
the
Let's.
situation where Marvel killed a speedster with a bullet.
Exactly.
Okay. Nice. I get it. Okay. So the next person you are going to move on is Clement. Clement, you are the only person with Fire Force on your list. Can you tell us why?
Okay. So first off, the reason why I like Fire Force so much is that I like Shinra, the main character, and how most of everything is so out of whack. so it's not really out of whack per se, but it makes sense in their universe, but it's really out of whack. And then some way somehow all of them use the same powers, but like each and every one expresses their powers in different ways. It's very unique to each person. So like there's no way where one person, two people are using they say they are using fire the same way twice. Like you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Everyone has a different display of their abilities, even though it's the same source.
There are five, but there are two characters whose forte are control of fire. One's own, even though it's control, one's own comes down to being very precise, but another's strength lies in being able to control a large amount of flame, right? And then I like the main character, and then some way somehow they managed to explain the nonsense feats that they do. They managed to explain it to make sense. I don't get it. How you complete something
Nice.
you know, it's just charged.
It's
and
true.
I
I actually agree with you.
Okay. Cool. Then we will move on to the main character. Wait. Okay, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Fire Force too. If you are talking about the top 5, Fire Force will be part because it's pure fire. Okay, pure fire. The whole thing is about fire, nothing else, not earth or anything. It's pure fire. And also, I like how each and every character is well developed because the Shinra is the main character, but in that universe, the mightiest fire user is not Shinra. And that's so amazing because it makes you root for some of the characters, and also it makes you actually want to see more of what the character will be like, or whether he's going to die or maybe he's going to do
character
something.
development is character development
It's peak, honestly.
Okay. Guys, we don't have much time, so let's move on to others. We are going to move on to who I feel is the main character of this particular pod. Tell us why solo leveling is on your list. You know I made this topic for you, so I'm coming for you. But let's go ahead. Why is solo leveling on your list?
Why is solo leveling?
On your list? Yeah, why is solo leveling on your list? Yeah, why is solo leveling on your list?
Oh, okay. So I don't know. The whole idea is it's being new gen. Do you get it?
Yeah. True.
It makes sense. The fact that it's just coming out recently and getting the attention that it like time. And also, I know people will say that he shouldn't have won that award and Fury was cheated and stuff. But hey, who's that?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm saying that even though like people are saying that it didn't deserve the award and all that, I just feel like the impact that it has, even though it came out just recently, is something that should also make my list, because the movie, the solo level itself is captivating. Yes, it's oral leveling, it's just all about oral, but once you watch something about it, it actually makes you hooked. I don't know anybody that watched solo leveling and decided to stop watching. Even though me personally, I always complain that solo leveling is this, is that. I still find time to go and watch solo leveling because the animation is peak, the fights are nice, and it's actually brought like people who are even watching anime to even watch anime, and that is like one truth about who don't watch anime.
I won't disagree with you on that point. Solo leveling did some things that make it better.
And also, I would say that Jin Woo is one of the characters that, like, I don't know, his power progression story is like something that is satisfying, because we saw the way he started and all of a sudden he has like this aura and power and all of that. It's something that it's not like the other characters where you have to move bread. This guy just started once and all of a sudden has just been moving smoothly. So I don't know, I feel like Charlie qualifies to be there.
Soft life.
I want to disagree with you on the fact that solo leveling had a huge impact on the anime industry. I don't disagree with you on that. So I think it deserves a spot on your list. Let's move on to
one
that.
of the please let me complain. And one of the
Okay.
huge impacts is it brought a lot of tourists, people who don't know anything,
Yeah.
coming to lecture you like they've been here from the very beginning. But
Exactly,
that's another
exactly,
story
exactly.
for another day.
I also have one
Okay,
thing to
okay.
say.
Now let's move on to Dab. Dab has a very interesting list with Frieren as number one. Let's talk about that. Dab, why is Frieren your number one anime?
Frieren is the number one anime. Period. Because
No explanation. I like that. No
Period.
need for explanation. Yes,
Period.
yes.
And if I was to explain, I think Frieren is something like this line to separate the anime watchers from the flashy anime watchers. They're like the real and the story based anime people from the flashy anime people. The people who like flashy fights, this, that, rushed story. Frieren singled them out. So we got to see the people that weren't actually there for the story. The people who were always complaining about animation, complaining about this, complaining about that, and complaining about this show is made, this, that. We actually saw them and drew them out. And Frieren was one of that unique masterpiece. And it's amazing exactly, because it showed us how you don't need the biggest, flashiest fights, but just story itself can carry such an anime like to different levels, and it's amazing because watching Frieren gave me perspective in certain aspects of my life in a way, because it's just amazing how it's like depicts grief, time, immortality, teaching, and even the concept of even magic, which is not even existent, but the concept of magic itself, how Frieren depicts it is such amazing. So that is why it's my first anime, like my first like pick in new gen. Frieren's hands down. And of course, Frieren was robbed from anime of the year last year because of the solo leveling season 5.
I agree with that.
Because
I
let's be
also
honest,
agree.
Frieren is hands down one of the best animes I watched in the past 3 years.
if it was based off season 1, because season 2 dropped the same day, everybody went from that season 2 hype to go and vote for Frieren, to go and vote for solo leveling.
Yeah.
So imagine, hopefully
True,
we
true.
don't see that bullshit again this year, even though solo leveling season 2 might come back again.
So we will move on to the next person who has Demon Slayer on his list. Ike, tell us why Demon Slayer is on your list.
Sorry. For mine is just simple argument. So Demon Slayer has a very simple story. Is people feel like the story has to be extraordinary or has to be giddy for the thing to be nice. Nah, Demon Slayer story is simple. Somebody killed my parents, turned my sister into a demon, so I want to kill him. Simple story. And based on that simple story, they've built a whole big idea around it with massive fight scenes and like powerful animations, and just with this simple story they've been able to just get a large following. And based on this, I feel like they should be part of my list because he didn't do much.
Ike has said everything I'm going to say. Ike has said everything that I'm going to say.
He had like a lot of following, so I mean that's the reason why I have it on my list.
Good. Then we move on to that. Why is Demon Slayer on your list?
Demon Slayer, I do not necessarily like the story, or it's not like big like that to me. The only reason why it's on my list is that when it comes to hype moments, among the animes with the best hype moments, like anime that's this it has this sub genre with hype moments like MHA and Demon Slayer and Solo Leveling. They build off their story with hype moments. Like you're always anticipating the hype moments. Like always want Jinwoo to go far. You always want Deku to have that last United States of Smash. And Demon Slayer, yes, is there. You always want Tanjiro and the Hashirers to have that their final death blow and see how it goes on. I feel like Demon Slayer has cracked the code with that hype moment than Solo Leveling and MHA, because the level of anticipation to sit through such a mid to okay story just for the hype moments is it should tell you that it's very compelling, very compelling.
Good. Okay, then I think I'm the last one left. And as I said, I have said almost everything that I was going to say about Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer does not have a peak story. No, it has just a normal story. But it's the execution of that story that made Demon Slayer reach my list. Demon Slayer executed their storyline so well that it made me intrigued. Every time I hear that Demon Slayer is coming, when it drops, I download a watch. It piqued my interest to. It shows that you don't need a very big story to be a hit. You just need a proper execution. There are other animes with very good story, good potential, but the execution was so bad that they didn't make this list. So that's why Demon Slayer is on my list. So now we move on to the main event of this actual pod, and the topic was, as usual, is JJK a top 3 new gen anime? And besides me, everyone here has JJK on their list. But I'd like to start with the one who had JJK as his number 1 anime. Alright, let's go. Tell us why JJK is your number 1 anime.
I want to use Dabs. There is no argument. JJK is number 1. It's number 1.
No argument.
I'm coming. Don't worry. So basically, I have my reasons, So first of all, it's actually simple. JJK, how would I say it? It has a massive global popularity. Like, it's popular globally. Like, it's dominant when it comes to like new gen anime. One thing I can say is that to back the popularity is how, like, anytime a new season drops, there is a new trend worldwide. Not just new season, like anytime an episode drops, like Charlie,
I think even the manga is included. You reach a point the manga was trending everywhere with lights as well.
Who the hell is Sky Knights?
Kofi.
Is his network?
Can't get tickets to make a reference Skynet.
Okay.
So let's go on.
Well, first of all, the global popularity and the global impact, because compared to the other ones, it has the hype. Charlie, it's huge. The popularity there is one of them.
Good.
Secondly, is having one of the best animation productions. Like, they've actually delivered when it comes to animation. It has, like, how would I even put it? Like, it has movie level. It's like a movie. When you're watching JJK, it no more looks like an anime, but looks like a movie. The combat, when you're watching the way their hand-to-hand combat is like, it's smooth and fluid. Like
I wholeheartedly agree.
Like, I just don't understand. They've left anime to movie level, like choreography, and it's like, it's just so nice. And my third reason is that they have iconic characters. Like, Charlie, you can go around all the anime. You have characters, but actually these are characters that would be out to them. Like, if they hear of them, they want to be like them. Like, and they are moved by them. And I don't have to mention them because we all know. We see the way people look like Gojo, want to dress like Gojo, the way their white hair, blue eyes. It's like these are characters that are actually iconic. Yeah. Sukuna,
Okay, okay, okay. No,
Okay.
that's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we got you. So before we move on to the next person, let's introduce Kofi into the pod. Kofi, welcome.
Yeah, Kwadana. Ombra.
Kofi, Oshegata one.
Hey, Skynet. Come online.
Aboye.
Aboye Bako.
Aboye is money now.
I heard all his body's gone now, Charlie.
Maybe
The
this
time
is
you have is limited.
Yo, Charlie,
The time you have is limited.
I'm losing. Like my man, two more parts.
I need Zoom class.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You That's it. Okay, the next person who has JJK on his list, but unfortunately it wasn't number one, but number two. Oh, wait, everyone else has JJK as the number two. Okay, so we move on to that. Why is JJK number two?
JJK. Yes, I love JJK so much. I put it at number two because as much as yes, JJK, I feel like it has reached a point that it no longer should be considered anime. It should just be a series. A series. They should just limit a TV series because it has elevated into a zone beyond anime to the point that they are not just drawing and doing 2D anime, they are rotoscoping actual performances, and that is crazy. Because I feel like JJK, as much as it's the best new gen out now, and of course, as Ike said, every time when JJK episode drops, it just trends. And even with the manga, I remember the manga too, every time it drops and a new trend hops. So I feel like it's been very influential, but compared to Frieren, I feel like in terms of story and actual detail in personally, I'm a story type of person, so an actual details in like the story and the pacing, I feel like JJK is lacking, especially when it comes to the season 2. As you said, you didn't like the season 2, and me too, I wasn't okay like that.
Wait, relax. I never said I didn't like the season 2.
You felt it was
against me. It was a drop from the season 1. You do let I get you, please. I said it was a drop from the season 1.
You said it was like a drop.
I enjoyed the season 2.
Yeah, you said it was like a drop from season 1. I understand. Yeah, so I felt like that too. As much as we got some of the peakest fights from Sukuna, Yuji, and even Gojo, and so much, I feel like season 2 was so I don't know if I can say rushed. I feel like it was just a lot to keep up with. There's just like a lot in our faces. So I understand. Apart from that, to season 3, they took it much slower. They took it more artistic, and they took it more different, like in such an amazing way. So I feel like that alone is something that should get them like recommended because it's very amazing. But compared to Frieren, when it comes to story, I'm sorry. I'm what?
Don't compare.
I said compare.
Just talk about it.
I'm talking about it, but I'm saying that why it's in my number 2 is because compared to Frieren, story just can't beat it for me.
Okay.
That's why it's my number 2.
For the both of you saying the season 2 something, I always say that the season 2 work so that the season 3 could run.
I get that.
That's the whole idea of the whole thing. And that's the funny thing, because I actually enjoyed this. The season 2 that people crying about. I enjoyed it.
And no one was mad about Jujutsu.
That's something that I think I did.
Okay,
People are come on, really. I was there.
before we move on, before we move on to that, let's ask you this: JJ Case is one and JJ Case is two. Which one did you enjoy the most?
What do you mean by which one did I enjoy the most? I enjoyed season 2.
Season 1, bro. Season 1
Season 1 was just an intro.
Season 1 was peak, bro.
Really, preference. Let's not judge preference. You have limited time, so that we move on to that one.
It was just an intro.
It's preference, because you are the first person that I've ever heard series.
And I'm trying to say that season 1 was just an intro to the thing. That's why I know people are saying you were introduced to the thing, so you felt like it was going to go this way. Then it went the other way. So because of that, you felt like now it should have been this way. So I prefer the other one to this. Now see that they've gone the way you are liking it. Now you're saying now season 3 is great, season 3 this, season 3 is that. But season 2 was supposed to be like that.
You see the way they are using the most in your sentence. They're using prefer. That's what I'm saying. It's
Season 2
preference.
was for someone. I mean, no, it's like I'm just trying to let you guys understand that that is the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's one.
Calm down, man, calm down.
Okay. Fair. Let's move on to the next person who has JJK on his list. Clement, why is JJK on your list?
I'm pretty sure I explained all. You have it explained.
Yeah, Clement explained.
Okay.
Clement has explained. Dabas explained and Ike has explained. So it's up to you make it right. Okay, make it. Why is JJK on your list?
Okay. First of all, the hype. Okay, and secondly, I love the animation. Honestly, I like the cinematography of it. Okay, it's not like the normal animation I watch. Okay, and also some of the unpredictable scenes in it. Actually, I've read the manga to some points. So sometimes if I'm watching it, I know that this is going to happen stuff. But as they animated it, you can see to it that they actually explained it much better. And also, like I said, the animation is very, very different. Their choreography, everything, even the scene, the camera view, everything. That one thing I hate is sometimes the animation can be like a $2 budget animation, but that's for some parts. But
Wait.
overall,
Are we still talking about JJK?
yeah.
And the animation can be like a $2 budget something. Do you all agree to that?
Oh, some of the scenes. I didn't say all of it. I said some of the scenes. Like
Talk about JJK over here. I've never seen a flaw in JJK's anime ever.
Okay, I can give you one. Okay, I can give you one.
Are you talking about
Let's
season
take
3?
yeah. No, season 3, season 2.
2.
Yeah.
2, I understand.
Yeah, I think the season 2 for the Maroraga and Sukuna, the fight scene, they should have put a lot of money in it. But we all understand that during that time, the employees were complaining because they wanted to rest it. That's why it wasn't that much intense. But for the season 3, I think they've learned their lessons and everything is on point. Actually, anytime they drop a season, I watch like 2 or 3 times before I get satisfied. So JJK is supposed to be there. Yeah, it can't go number 1 because the number 1 challenge stopped here. So JJK will remain number 2.
Okay. Then before that, I have a question for you, especially Dab and Ike. You guys were like, AOT is not a new gen anime. So wait, currently, have we come to a conclusion that AOT is not a new gen? So that I'll move it to my list and replace it with something else.
Okay, for me, I think I don't consider it as a new gen because
I watched it last year.
I watched it, I think, last 7 years or something. That was even the what do you call it? The live player. What do you even say it? The live. They call it some name. They will do the animation in a movie form. Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, until I got introduced to the actual animation. That was like last 5 years, and I think I was consistent with it last year. Yeah. So
Okay, so from the research I just did, AOT came out 2013.
Yeah, AOT, I think new gen
It's been
is like
around for a very long time.
in 2020.
2013. MHA
But
came
MHA came out in 2016, so we can
yeah.
consider MHA as a new gen.
exactly.
We can consider MHA as a new gen, but AOT maybe would have to refactor my list. And if I was
It's
to swap
around.
out one and bring out the other,
It is around Hunter X.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
yeah. Wait, why did I cast him?
Okay, so Kofi.
Sky.
No, I'm just making something clear. Okay, so with anime being called a new gen, right? It means that the anime came out 2016. So from 2016 fast forward to 2026, right? All anime that came in this year. Yeah?
Yeah.
Hello? All anime, yeah, all anime that came within this year range, right, are considered new gen animes, right? So with AOT, which I think it came out 2013 or 2014, thereabout. 2013, good. So we can consider it as a new gen anime.
Okay, good. That means I have to make some changes to my list. And still, JJK does not make my top 3. Still.
Hello?
If I'm to swap out one and bring out the other, JJK does not make my list yet.
Boy, I pursue them.
Fine, I was it. Okay. So if I'm to swap out AOT for another anime, it's Frieren, to be honest. And for the exact same reason as why Dav wanted Frieren on his list. One, not everyone enjoyed Frieren as I did, because everyone felt like Frieren was slow. It didn't have a thick story, but Frieren had a whole lot in it. It had too much detail that if you are not attentive, you will not enjoy it. Like I heard someone say that when you started watching Frieren, you couldn't even get past an episode and you fell asleep. That's not it. Frieren
He's a glazer. He's a glazer.
Nah, bro, this is fact.
Okay,
This is fact. This is fact.
Frieren is good. Frieren has
Not
solid
just good, it's the
fighting.
best.
If you pick the first fight scene, look at Fen fighting against that demon. Going against another demon. Epic. I don't care what you all are going to see. So Frieren is really good that will come before JJK on this list. So let's move on. Kofi, are you ready that you want to step in so that we will tell you what you want so that we get your list?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, my
Okay, Kofi,
list.
tell us your list. Your top 3.
In my music, man. Okay, so with me, the first one on my list, my first one on my list is Demon Slayer. Yeah, Demon Slayer.
Okay. Second one. Ignore it and move on to the second one.
My second one would be interesting. Hey. Okay. My second one, yeah. My second one, I'll go for GGK. I'll go for Oh, slow. Me feel. And my third, my third, my third, I'm going for My Academia because I haven't sat down to watch Frieren to the end. Yeah, because I'm going to watch it within this week. So if I finish, I can come and change it, right? Yeah.
The next week,
I'll go for Demon Slayer.
Next week, different topic.
So
some way, some way.
Next week, yeah,
I
next week
can't
different
really judge
topic.
for friend because I can't really judge for friend because I didn't really sit down to watch it
Fair,
because
fair,
that
fair.
means
Some of
I
us had an interesting list. Some had Fire Force on their list. Some had Bungo Stray Dogs. Some had Solo Leveling. So it's all right. It's all good. So we would ask you a
okay.
few questions before. We'll ask you the same questions we asked others. So what is image on your list? Because besides you, myself,
Okay.
make it better. No one else had image on their list.
Me, the reason why I like
Yeah,
it
that's
is
it.
MH. Okay. So actually, it really it's someone like Naruto, but not Naruto in a way. It's like you see the growth of a protagonist. You understand me? Kwasano is where they
No,
chill
no, no.
now.
Kofi, it has been late. Just ignore it. It has been late. We want to make a video out of this video, literally. So ignore it.
And here shouting
Sorry.
profanities, huh? Kofi Skynet.
Oh, so real. I didn't.
Skynet.
We are going to make a video. So tell now keep it in the edit. Now keep it in the edit. Keep it in the edit.
Hey, what did he say? What did he say?
Just add the beep sound to it.
He's insulting in the edit. So just keep it in the
You're
edit.
wasting my time.
So you go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the question was, anytime why do I have my hero academia in the list? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason is that it's like one, I see how a protagonist is brought into life, right? How he endeavors to reach his potential. And at the end there was a plot twist, which was very nice. Because at the start of the story, right, they made mention that this is how he became the best hero. What I've forgotten the exact words, but yes, something like that. But in the end, he lost his powers.
Yeah,
Yes, and in the end, he lost everything. It was such a plot twist, which at first I didn't like it, but then I started reading that. No, you see, in life, you never get anything on this platter, right? So me, the reason I went for it was because of the plot twist, and I really love how they built the character though, and the other characters that were inside them. So yeah, that's my take on that.
Okay. Then Kofi, you tell us why Demon Slayer is on your list before we move on to the main event of this pod.
Demon Slayer. For me, it's the visuals. Like the fight scenes are crazy. I like fight scenes. You know that. I have that too much.
So do I.
That's
So do
That
I.
is okay, fair. So then why is JJK on your list, and why do you think JJK deserves to be a top 3 new gen anime?
okay. Okay. Is it? JJK, from my perspective, right? Like, it has this. Let me see. This starts showing that life is not always fair. Like you never get the hero that always win in a way. And I think season 2 actually explained it better. That life is not always on the silver platter. You never get what you want because they created some characters, some cool characters beginning where they just kill them off. And the way they went out were not like iconic.
There are more characters to that.
Yes, they are. Yes, like do you hear KM Wolf? Like, oh, yes, it is called.
I don't know about Kofi's line is breaking.
Yeah.
Your line is
Yeah.
breaking.
This thing would have been.
Yeah, I'm using Vodafone. Sorry.
Climb.
Yeah.
I guess nothing. I got it correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also enjoy the fighting where they bring in, let me say, taijutsu, right? Okay, taijutsu is a borrowed word from Naruto. So let's say hand-to-hand combats, where we see Yuji in hand-to-hand combats, even though other sorcerers use weapons and stuff. Apart from that, I can also say that Those who don't know anime, let me put it that way. Just like solo, like people who didn't love anime have started watching anime because of, how they're getting season 3. Come again.
Fair point.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
what again?
Right.
I think that's all.
Okay.
Zach,
Yes.
if I was supposed to include my number 4, I will include X family.
We're not talking about number 4 here. I'm not done with my own. I think he has another question for me.
Okay.
That's it. But here is the time that I open the forum for you all to ask me questions because the pod started. So does anyone have a question for me? As you all know, I'm the only one who didn't have DJK on
I
my
want to
top
know your
3.
picks. I want to know your picks.
My top 3 were Image, Demon Slayer, and Fury.
I have a question for you, Zach.
Go on.
So in MHA, okay, which character actually picked you inside the series? Which character picked you? I mean, like which character do you actually like? What's your favorite character? Like, it's picked
Favorite character, the one that piqued my interest. If you say piqued my interest, that is the character to be from the early stages that I wanted to see. I mean, my favorite character so far is this rabbit called Miracle. Miracle is my favorite character in Unity. Why? You watch any Miracle sightings?
Yeah, I watch.
Is it a bad girl?
Wait, yes. Let me explain. You saw that the rankings, the Euro ranking, Miracle was number 5, right? Miracle was number 5.
Yeah.
And you also saw how Endeavor and Hawk struggled to take down an advanced Lumu. Guess one. We saw that too, right?
Yeah.
Miracle took down 7 on their own. 7 on their own. So one, I feel like that list really did the dirty. Miracle should have been number 1 on that list, not even Endeavor. That's one. And that fight was so good. An introduction to a character.
Zach. But you know that when it comes to hero ranking, it's based on 2 criteria, right?
Yeah,
How about
I
you?
understand, but it's not fair.
Yeah. How?
I understand that the rankings were
Based on
different.
like
MHA had different rankings. Like the way they were doing the rankings. I think it's based on the number of seeds, right? And popularity. Most of seeds of this.
yeah, and your power outage, yeah. Is it hello?
Make it, I lost you.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
yeah, my
about to say
favorite
something.
character.
Yeah, are you ready? I was about to ask you.
Yeah.
So for you, okay, for MHA, okay, I want to ask you personally, do you want to end, like, for the MHA ending, do you actually feel it comfortable?
Why are
for
you
the
looking
main
at that?
character
I think-
to end quirkless?
Where did you get that picture
Rather-
from?
It's not an effect, it's just okay, but I think what you're saying is that am I okay with the ending that the main character ended up quirkless? I'm cool with it. I'm not annoyed by it. I'm not annoyed.
I'm annoyed by
And
it.
if you follow the manga, if you follow like the after effects of the after scenes of the manga, right? Midoriya is currently number 5 on the hero ranking list without a quirk. He's currently number 5. And he's still progressing, right? But he will not make number 1, that one, he won't get it. But he's currently number 5 without a quirk. That get to show you how good Midoriya is. Like, he's very good. Like, he's really critical about the things that he doesn't even need a quirk to be a top hero. You get my point?
I get you.
So I'm not mad. I'm not entirely mad about the ending. If he remained with a quirk, he would have been broken. Yeah, I felt like he would have been broken. Yes. Okay. Then I think you can ask me later in the book. You can put it later in the book. But I think at this point, we can all come to the conclusion that JJK is one of the new best animes that are coming out. Right? It's one of the best. Some will say it is their best. Some will say it is the second. Some will say it doesn't deserve to be in the top three.
Okay,
But
I have
we
a
are all
question. I have a
concluded
question.
that no more questions. I'll call it.
No, it's not about you. I'm asking a general question.
Okay, perfect.
My question is, okay, if let's say, apart from our personal preference, okay, it looks like most of us have different preference for their number one anime and stuff. If maybe we are counting maybe what real world facts and also real world data, for example, the ranking of this anime. Let's take JJK for instance. Right now is the top anime people are watching now. So if let's say basically we are talking about top ranking anime for this new genre, we will all accept it. But for individuals, sometimes for instance, for me, my personal one is not even in the top 50 currently in the world. Okay. But if you check the rating right now, it's like 9.6 over 10 in IBMB. Okay. So I can say if you want to conclude on something like this, I think we should also match it to real world. Facts.
That would defeat the point of this pod, right? It's going to defeat the point of it because the facts are already there. If we wanted to look at facts, we would have just
okay. So we
want to fight. We want to argue.
Okay, so we decide. Okay,
but what has been concluded out of this entire JJK is one of the best. Easily a top 5 because of me. It's easily a top 5. If I wasn't here, it would have easily been a top 3. But because of me, let's say it's easily a top 5. It's one of the best, going to be the best, and going to, if they keep on as they are doing, it's going to be one of the best animes ever, and might even convince me to bring it to my top 3. So here we go. Welcome to the end of the pod. This is Unime, and we'll see you all next week.
Let's go.